The Lego brick is a fascinating phenomenon. It can either be used to create extraordinary things or run your wallet dry. I have mainly experienced the second option, but today I will attempt to create. What I mean by this is I'm going to try to make a MOC. The acronym MOC stands for My Own Creation, and it's basically anything that you can build without instructions and with your imagination. And that is exactly what I intend on making in the next 7 days. And now, let's go over the plan. In Season 1, Episode 15 of the Clone Wars entitled Trespass, Obi-Wan and Anakin are sent to investigate the sudden loss of contact with the clone troopers stationed on the remote icy planet of Orto Plutonia. There are a lot of awesome scenes in this episode, but the one that I ended up picking depicts Chairman Cho, one of the most unlikable characters in all of the Clone Wars, ordering Captain Rex and his men to attack the Talls, against Obi-Wan and Anakin's better judgment. They end up having to go into a defensive formation with the speeders in a circle, and this right here is what I'm gonna attempt to recreate. So let's map it out. So we're gonna have a little mountain range going around the main valley where the circle of speeders will be. Then we're gonna have some of the Talls scattered around the build as well. This is just the top view, so it's not gonna look great. I just did this to give you an idea of what we're going for here. On day 1, I bought some base plates to create the base of this build. I originally got 4, but this ended up being too much, so I sized it down a bit. And now we have our base. For day 2, it's time to work on the figures. Starting out for Captain Rex, I've already got a custom figure for him, so he's good. And while I do have a snowy Anakin, he is nowhere to be found in the scene, so we won't need him. Now for the 501st Troopers themselves. I ended up coming up with a design that combines the OG Snow Trooper with the OG 501st to create this guy. And I made a couple more of them, with the only casualties being this graveyard of pieces. But there is still a problem. I only have 1 Tall, and that's just not gonna cut it. So I sped run buying him some friends. And I ended up ordering 22, but only the heads. Because all you need is a light gray torso and light gray legs, no matter if it has any print on the torso. And luckily I have a ton of these, so it only cost me $80 to get all of those heads. It's day 3 and now it's time to start the terrain. I did this by building layers up of red, yellow, blue, and green. On day 4 I did a little building off camera and finished the whole top layer of snow. It's day 5 and I just got back from Bricks and Minifigs, and I just bought 20 of these speeders from the 2011 Clone Battle Pack for $70. Some of them are incomplete, but that's okay because realistically we'll only need about 7 of them to make the defensive circle. Also, I made some more customs to add to the MOC. The first of them being this custom Narglatch. I got this design from this guy on Instagram, and he's got a ton of other designs if y'all want to check him out. I also made this Purist custom Chairman Chi Cho and his Pantorian companions. I used the OG Thrawn's head and Barbossa's torso from Pirates of the Caribbean to make Chairman Chi Cho, and the head to Ayla Secura and Jay from Ninjago to create the Pantorian guards. Also, the Talls heads got here, and now we have 22 of them to add to our army. And now I think it's safe to say I have one of the largest Lego Talls armies in the whole entire world.
It is day 6, and you might be wondering why I only gave myself 7 days to complete this MOC. That is because tomorrow is the first day of BrickFair, Virginia. And that has been my plan all along, to build this MOC in correlation with it so I can set it up and get people's reaction. This was also my first time ever building a Lego MOC, so all this is super new to me. Without further ado, let's get this thing packed up and ready to go.
Day 7. I just woke up on the morning of BrickFair and I was checking some emails to get ready for the day, but I guess I never registered the MOC. But I got one more option to try to make this happen. That would be the Star Wars theme leader. I just emailed him asking to see if I can still display, even though I never registered in time. Let's see if he responds.
Many hours later.
I just got a reply back from John, the Star Wars theme leader, and he said, bring your MOC and we'll see if we can fit it. And this is a really good sign. We might be back on track now and everything is not lost. So I'm gonna go head out, bring the MOC, and I'll see y'all there.
And we're here. And it looks like out of sheer luck we'll be able to display this weekend. As I started to unpack and set up, I noticed all the incredible MOCs around me. I realized that while mine might not be the largest and most intricate, I still think I did a pretty great job of executing on a good idea. And the reaction of the public reflects this as well. Some of the main things people said was, wow, that was one of my favorite episodes in all of the Clone Wars, and I've never seen anyone do a MOC of that before. And if this is your first MOC, you picked a pretty good scene to do first. And last but not least, I've never seen so many Tall's minifigures in my entire life. Well then, get ready to see even more because I just bought myself another 4. And you know, at the end of the day, all that really matters is creating something people can enjoy. Even if it's not the biggest, the most flashy, or wins the most awards. LEGO is meant to spark the imagination and to create a world of exciting new possibilities.
Subscribe.